Hey chaps, Tom with you again. Another video. Yep, here we go again. We're on to the dio now. Well, not really a dio. It's more of a kind of just a quick display base, really, for the NASHORN. You could call it a dio because it's a diorama of sorts. It's going to be a small one. I'm using the the little chalkboards I get from the pound shop. Yep, the cheap ones. I love the cheap ones. They're great. Cheaper the better. And I'm going to use some blocks that I've got from surplus models. Okay, blocks I'm using are these. I'll show you one of them here. There we go. There's the blocks I'm using. They're stone. Yep, stone blocks. Well, they're not actually made of stone. They're made of Herculite B or something he calls it. But they're cast. They're little cast blocks. These are the stone wall ones. Get onto surplus models, our surplus selling page on Facebook, and you can find a link to buy those. They're very, very good, absolutely fabulous. And I'm working on a little quick idea. So I've been playing around with different ideas for the last day or so, and I've finally come up with something that I'm going to do. I've built a little bit of it just to see how it's going to go, and I'm quite happy with it. Okay, I'm quite happy with it. So let's go down and have a look, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so bear with me. We go down to the bench. We'll have a quick look. Right, so here we are down at the bench, and like I said, there's the chalkboard. As you can see, they're not that big. There's a 30 centimeter ruler or 12-inch ruler, so they're about 11.5 inches by about 8.5 inches. That's the size of it. I've chalked a little bit, kind of chalk line here of where I'm going to put the NASHORN. Okay. Kerplunk. So the NASHORN is going to be there. It's going to be going through sort of, a wall kind of thing. The leads are going to be there. Inside it, in the firing position, I'm going to have some spent shells back here. Okay, on the ground kind of thing. So I've got to build up a kind of a groundworks for it, and this is the idea I'm after coming up with. Okay, with the NASHORN here, wall, and rubble around it. Bits of rubble back here, and just general groundworks. Quite simple, but quite effective at the same time. Okay. Now I've done this bit earlier on, just to give an idea of what it's going to look like, and as you can see, I'm quite happy with that. Okay, because this is going to be sort of depicting Italy in 1944. So you got the Italian stone walls. I've used sand here as my base. I'm going to little bits of spray paint and kind of darken that up a little bit and blotch it up a bit. Other little bits of greenery in there and some rubble. I'm going to be adding more rubble, but basically a rough stone wall, not necessarily part of a building. I was deciding whether to do a building or just a wall. I've decided with the wall, because if I went for the building, it would have to be much bigger. To get it into this size, it wouldn't be right. Okay, so to keep it in this size, which is a grand size for for display and up on a shelf and something, I'm quite happy with this. So I've decided on that. I'm just going to continue on now from that, fill it all out and stuff. So like I said, I just did that little bit just to show you. Well, it was just really to show myself, what I'm going to do, give myself the ideas, because I've tried around with a few different things. I've tried with the concrete blocks, the hollow concrete blocks. I've tried with the ordinary wall sections, saying I was going to do kind of a half a house kind of thing, and when I went with the house one, it just didn't look right. So I'm going for this. I'm going for the sort of the out in the countryside in the wall. I might go for kind of a tree or something, or bushes behind the wall at this side. Okay, we'll see how things go. So that's as far as I've gotten so far. I'll just continue on with that. We'll have a look at it then when I get a bit further down the line. Okay, so stay with me and we'll get further down on this and I'll show you what it looks like then. Alright, so I've literally just this minute finished the last few little bits and pieces on it. Parts are still a little bit wobbly, but that'll harden up and set and it'll be quite nice. Usually does, it settles it. The PVA, you know yourself, it hardens up and stuff. So there we go, that's my little dio base. We got our broken wall and things. Okay, and the NASHORN, I've kind of stripped out a bit because lots of it ready for painting, but the NASHORN will fit there. Okay, so as you see from the front, it's knocked down the wall at the front. I've got enough space at the back here where I'm going to put the spent shells, because I have them here in sticks all ready for painting, but I drew them out. Okay, so they're just going to be strewn back there like that. So I'm going to have, there's about 5 or 6 of them there, is that? I'm saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 of them. We have 8. I won't be using all 8, probably not, because it might look a bit too busy. But I'll have about 5 or 6 of them there anyway. When they're painted up, I'll use the best ones that I have. Okay, so that's the shells. You can stick it back in its toothpick. They're all ready for painting. Pop the NASHORN back out again because I don't want it to kind of stick to the dial. Not yet anyway. What's left to do with this now is when it all sets up, just give the bricks or blocks, whatever you want to call them, just a bit of a wash. Okay, so I'll give them a kind of a greenish blackish wash just to weather it up a bit, and paint up the sides here, clean them all off, paint up the sides, make it look a little bit more presentable, and that should be quite nice then. Okay, so there's the little base, simple. It literally took me a half a day. That's all it took, a half a day, and that's with breaks. Okay, I was going down for a cup of tea, going down for my dinner, going out for the odd cigarette or two, because there's literally nothing in it. The base, like I said, is it's the cheap blackboard. The covering is a mixture of very, very fine sand. Okay, I use this on a lot of bits and pieces. Okay, it's really finely sifted sand, and I mixed some green flock through it. Okay, or some, you know, the grass stuff, not the actual static grass, but the other grass you can get, you know, the sprinkly grass. Sprinkle some of that through it and put it down, and it's quite nice. So in areas now, what I'll do is I'll give it a bit of when I make up the wash for the walls, I'll daub that in a couple of places because I don't want it too bright. Do you know what I mean? Even though it's Italy, it's still a little bit. It might be a little bit too bright, a little bit too sandy. Okay, so I want to kind of make it look like kind of earthy, dried up earth, summertime. Okay, but coming into winter, because these guys will have the guys have winter uniforms on them. You know, they've got the heavy winter uniform, but it is a reversible uniform, so it can be either white or the camouflage. So I'm going to have the camouflage side out, so it's going to be kind of coldish, so therefore the ground wouldn't be that dried up looking. It would be kind of a bit darker. Okay, so that's the little dio base, and like I said, I just have to give it, I'll leave it dry, leave it sit overnight, then I'll give it a wash. I'll paint up the side here, and we'll have a look at it then. Okay, and that'll be the end of this little video then on the dio. So all it's got to do, like I said, is just a wash and to clean up the sides, and we'll have a look at it. And in the comments box below. Let me know what you think. Okay. And there we go, all nicely weathered down and everything, and came out pretty good, I think, should I say. All I did was just darkened up the earth there, black wash, and I used a bit of a blacky brown wash on the rocks of the wall, shall we say, and it finished up quite nicely. I'm going to leave the sides of the board in the natural wood colour because I think it's nice. There will be a couple of other little bits and pieces that I will be adding, but that is when I've added the NASHORN, just to sort of blend the NASHORN in so it doesn't look as if it's just sitting on top. Okay, so that's it for this video. Hope you liked it. Handy little stand, shall we say, little display base for the NASHORN. So the next step now for me to do is get that old NASHORN painted. So take a little while. I'll get painted on it. I will get started, and hopefully by the end of the week even we might have the NASHORN all finished, hopefully, because I got to go order the paint now. Like I said, I forgot to get the paint, so I got to order it. So anyway, that's it for now. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you've not already subscribed, and if you have, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it, really do. I've passed the 2,000 subscribers now, which is brilliant, and stay tuned for more videos. Also today we've got our bum, don't forget that will be up later. I got to do the bum in a while. Myself and the abs will be doing the bum, and we'll be putting that up. So catch you on, I was going to say catch you on Monday, but today is Monday, so catch you later for the bum, lads. In the meantime, stay safe, go out and buy yourself a kit, build it and enjoy it. It's John signing off, saying be nice to one another. Be nice.